Officer Leon Kennedy. I'm looking for the president's daughter. Come in my house while I'm cooking? Now I'm gonna kill ya. Hi. Hello. 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 So I'm here to talk about Resident Evil 4 Remake. It was an exquisite game. Actually, it's a very good game. I love this game. I love this game a lot. Just as much as the original Resident Evil 4. I'm talking about the Resident Evil 4 Remake right now. And I'm saying that I love the original Resident Evil 4 that came out on the GameCube in the year 2004. Now, that one was really good too. It was one of my favorite games at the time. But the current remake of Resident Evil 4 is so much better. It's more updated. Graphics are more updated too. Today's graphics. Gameplay and the controls are really good too now. You could walk side to side while shooting. You couldn't do that in the original GameCube version. Yeah, the action is just as good. The horror aspect, we got some in there too. I never really thought Resident Evil 4 was scary. But it was fun though. The OG Resident Evil 4 I'm talking about. But the remake though, it really has its scares. But not too much, I would say. Yeah. The characters in here though, Louise, they really redeemed him in this. They gave him more character, more story. There's more backstory in this one than the original. The original felt more like kind of a filler. There's a story there, but not too much of a story. Just kind of felt like a filler for the Resident Evil series. A filler for Leon Kennedy. Leon was great in this, by the way, in the remake. He was just as badass as he was in the OG game. Ashley they really redid her character. I liked her a lot in this. She was still the Ashley that was, she was still scared, but at the same time she was also trying to be brave for Leon. There were times in the game that she could actually help you, which I found out on YouTube. I had to find out those little things that she can help you out with on YouTube, like not just like climbing, just to unlock doors, but there's other things I won't say. You go find that on YouTube on your own. But yeah, she looks, even her character model looks great. So does Louise too. Actually, everyone's character model looks great. But Ashley's character model looks amazing in this. I thought her character model looked weird in the original GameCube. Like her, I don't know, just something about it. It looked weird. With this one, she looks amazing. Krauser was pretty cool too. His boss fight, I really had a hard time on. Did anyone think that Krauser's face model looked like Biff from Back to the Future? Oh, Kennedy! Oh, Kennedy, you in there? Huh? Knives are faster! Anybody home, Nick Kennedy? Anybody home? Knives are faster, Kennedy! What are you looking at, butthead? Salazar, though, his boss fight was very hard. I was stuck on that for a while. But I would say Sadler's boss fight was pretty difficult too. The whole game is great. Ada Wong's character, she looks amazing too. She was pretty cool. I was okay with the new voice actor that they have for her. I thought the one for the Resident Evil 2 remake they had was already good. Was already pretty good. I don't know why they changed that, but the new voice actor, she grew on me though. She really did grow on me. What else? With all these Resident Evil remakes going on, with all these remakes in the recent years, this one really knocked it out of the park. That's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of like how Final Fantasy VII Remake, that was really good. The problem is, for me, that was just like disc 1. If you remember, if anyone who's watching this remembers, back in the day, Final Fantasy VII came out on PlayStation, it was 3 discs. So Final Fantasy Remake 1, Remake Part 1 is basically disc 1. But we're not talking about Final Fantasy here, we're talking about Resident Evil. So I would say for all the remakes of Resident Evil, I would say Remake 4 was the best. Remake 2 was awesome. There is a Remake 1 that was on the GameCube. That came out later years on PlayStation as well. I wouldn't mind if they remade that as well. That would be really awesome. Jill has always been my favorite Resident Evil character. Resident Evil 3 Remake was okay, and Jill was in that too, which it was okay. It was more underwhelming. There wasn't much to it. I heard they cut out parts for the game, but it could have been better. It could have been better. I didn't know that you had to play like in hardcore mode to have the Nemesis chase you around in Resident Evil 3 Remake. Unlike the original Resident Evil 3 in PlayStation, where the Nemesis really chases you around. Let's see what else. But I hope the next remake will be Code Veronica. So I think Code Veronica was one of their best Resident Evil games as well. That's with Claire and Chris Redfield. And I feel like that one has a more... I felt like that was more supposed to be... You could tell they wanted it to be action-oriented as well. But I guess they didn't have the technology yet at the time. Because that game came out on the Dreamcast in 2000. So it was... I guess they were trying to stick to the survival horror aspect, because you could tell parts of that game was supposed to have an action-oriented scene, because you get to hold two guns. There's guns in the game where you get dual weld. Yeah. Speaking of Resident Evil Remake, I wish they did Resident Evil Remake 4. I kind of wish you could dual weld now when I think about it. But yeah, I hope Code Veronica will be the next remake. It's probably gonna be part 5. It's gonna be the next remake, because when you play the game, you'll kind of see something in the end about it. Maybe it's hinting something else. I don't know. But Code Veronica would be a great remake. So, what else about this game? There are some parts in Resident Evil Remake 4 that they didn't have in here that was in the original GameCube version. But I was alright with that. I didn't miss it. It didn't throw me off. It was just whatever, and they're gone. It's like one boss fight, maybe. It was a scary boss fight in Resident Evil 4 OG, but it wasn't in this one. I don't know why they didn't put it in there. It would have been cool, but at the same time, I'm alright with it. I'm okay with it. I also forgot to mention how fun it is to parry with that knife in the game. I maxed it out with the merchant. Like, I maxed it up to the fullest. And when you get to parry in there, it's so satisfying. It's fun, especially when you get to when you do parry them and you get to melee attack them right afterwards, or just shoot their heads off with a shotgun, whatever gun you got on you. But it's so satisfying, especially in Mercenaries when you get to play as Krauser and you parry. Whew, so fun, so much fun. Yeah. So yeah, I give Resident Evil 4 an absolute recommend. Play it on PC, PS4, whatever console you have that's available to be played on, that you have, that can Resident Evil, I worded that wrong. Whatever game, whatever console that it's Resident Evil is available on, go get it, play it, you'll love it. I think even a non-Resident Evil fan will love this game. It's very it's easy to access. It's a very easy accessible game. Easy accessible game. That's the word I was trying to use. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for stopping by and watching my review of this game. This is my first video game review, by the way. Interesting, right? Maybe I'll do more of these too. Who knows? You have a swell day. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I can't patent that. That's from the movie Truman Show. I love that movie, by the way. That's a different review. But yeah. So yeah, you have a swell night, swell day, swell afternoon, swell morning. Have a good one. I also forgot to mention that I beat that in professional difficulty mode in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Oh man, it's just as hard, because I played on hardcore. There's standard and hardcore. Played on hardcore because right at the beginning when you start the game, standard, it says for fans who've never played Resident Evil 4. for players, who haven't played Resident Evil 4. And I was like, huh, okay. Hardcore says for players who have played Resident Evil 4, so I feel a little insulted there. So I played on hardcore. Was it a bad idea? Probably was, but I got through it. And that's the thing about Resident Evil 4 from the OG and this one. I feel like no matter the difficulty, or even if it's on hard or professional, you'll always find there's always a situation out of these situations in the game where it feels like you have your back against the wall. No, you'll find a way out. You always will. I think that's what's great about this game. There's a situation out, right? And when you're back against the wall. Yeah, professional mode though. That was a tough one. Very tough one. I was stuck on a boss for like maybe an hour. I was getting so irritated. I was like going like this the whole time, like, why is it not working? What am I doing wrong? I don't know. It's okay, but I still had fun though. It's still an amazing game. So yes, go buy it for your PlayStation, your Xbox, your PC. You're gonna love this game. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You're gonna love it, yeah. Also, I've been playing Mercenary modes as well, and that game, that just released a few days ago, I believe. Yeah, a few days ago. Still same mode. You can be Louise now. Still fun. It's just more chaotic, and they have a new mayhem. Everyone has like a mayhem skill. It's kind of like if you play Street Fighter, like a V trigger or something like that. Yeah. Also, by the way, also if you haven't noticed, Capcom is probably my favorite gaming company. I mean, check this out, Final Fight. It's OGs. This is OG stuff right here. That's my guy from Final Fight. My guy. I like all three of these. Cody and Hagar. Awesome. Can you imagine if they were in Resident Evil? You pile drugs, crap out of all these zombies, jump off a wall and kick someone in the face. He's good with a knife. He'd be perfect for Resident Evil. Him and Leon could just stab the hell out of every Ganados, zombies, monsters, lickers, whatever that gets in their way, right? Yeah. Hey, have a swell night again. Go play the game. Buy it. Or if you want, hey, it's your life. I'm just leaving a gaming review on it. I meant to say. Yeah. Have a good night.